Hi YouTube, welcome to this next video in which I am looking at lesson 11 in my series of videos working with Michael. Now, over the Christmas period I was stupid and showed a couple of my friends my YouTube channel, and after a little bit of a joke they could see why I was doing it. And one of my friends, Karen, came up with a suggestion, and she's saying, if you're doing rock riffs and some stuff that we're doing, why are you wearing a stripy shirt? It should be a black t-shirt and something in keeping with what you're playing. And Karen, I can't agree more. So I dug out a black top, plain top. I've actually got a black t-shirt underneath, but it's cold and I'm still getting over this flu, so I've got a black sweatshirt on over the top. But yeah, I'm going to be wearing something a little bit more in keeping with the videos that I am doing. I still like the idea of having some music related t-shirts, and I may well invest in some of those. So watch what happens during 2020 and just see what changes. So we're looking at lesson 11, which I did on the 30th of December, so right at the turn of the year. We're on day 167 and roughly 38.5 hours of practice. So this lesson was basically to review my progress, and we went through the scales, we went through the riff, we went through the chords, etc, etc. And Michael wants to move me more into some of the more bluesy side of things. So I will include the scores, the music scores, in the description below, so you can link to those and download them, and if you are following along, which I hope you are, then you can download those. And if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. It's great to see the subscriber count coming up and the support for the channel. It's much appreciated. But yeah, we looked at scales and mostly the bluesy pentatonic stuff. So what we'll do first of all is we will look at the scale that I have been playing, which was simply and we've made one very small change to that. So we start off the same with the open third string, and then the second fret on the third string, moving to the second string for open, first fret, third fret, open on the first string, and then instead of the first fret we're now playing the second fret and the third fret. So that's our change on the high E string, the first string. So at the end of this scale, instead of it being, we're now playing, which is a little bit happier. So that whole scale again. So if you've been following along, it's a very small change to the earlier scale, so it's quite an easy one. Now the one that got a little bit more difficult was we looked at the A minor blues pentatonic scale, and we're going to add in a few extra notes to the pentatonic that we have been working on. I haven't done a lot of work on this, so I'm a little bit sketchy, but let's see how it goes. So we start off on the 6th string, or the low G, in the 5th fret. On the same string we play the 8th fret. We then drop down a string to the 5th string and we play the 5th fret. And instead of jumping across to the 7th, we now play the 6th fret on that same string, and then also the 7th fret. So just to start that bit again, instead of we're now playing so we've got that additional note. So once we've done that part, we then come down to the 4th string and we're playing fret 5 and fret 7. We then come down to the 3rd string, and again we're adding in an additional note here where we play fret 5, 7 and 8. We then come down to the 2nd string, playing 5 and 8, and then the 1st string, 5 and 8. So this is the normal pentatonic scale that we've been playing before, but when we're playing it on the 5th string, we're playing frets 5, 6 and 7, and then when we come down to the 3rd string, we're playing frets 5, 7 and 8. So I'll just play that through again. I made a mistake in there, don't know if you heard it. When I was coming back, I did 8, 6 and 5 instead of 8, 7 and 5. But it makes it a little bit more bluesy, and that is a scale that I'm going to need to work on, not only because I'm still struggling with the stretch, but I also need to get the notes in the right order. Let's just try it one more time. So I clearly still need to do quite a bit more work on that bluesy pentatonic, but actually quite nice. I like the way that we've added the extra notes in there, and it just lifts the whole thing a little bit. So that's pretty much where we were at for this lesson. We started off just by reviewing my progress. We went through the scales and the rest that we've been doing, and then we added in that G major scale and also the pentatonic scale, and I'm also going to be working more on the A, the D and the E chord, so that we can start to move between those chords for the blues music, the blues jamming that we're going to be doing, whatever we're going to be doing with Michael in the next lesson. So lots to look forward to. Thank you very much for your time today. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. I'm trying to get up to 1,000 subscribers and hovering around the 880 point at the moment. So it'd be great to get up to the 1,000, and then I can work on watched hours. And it's more about just knowing people are watching and the support. It's very much appreciated. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again in a couple of weeks. Take care. Bye now. Getting there.